Hello, good evening, Sat Sri Akal, Salam, and Namaste Australia. Welcome back. You're watching Namaste Australia with Noni on Icon Media. I know it's been a while, but a big thank you to everybody who's been watching me, supporting my journey on this show. I'm back with a promise of getting what's new happening in Melbourne and all over Australia for you. Today, I have a very interesting guest with me. I'm personally very excited whenever I see a fellow woman entrepreneur making it out there, making it big in the world. So today we have a very interesting, very young, very talented girl. I'd like to just say girl to her. She's so young. And it's her first event that she's bringing in Melbourne. Her name is Nikita Kaur Chopra. I'd like to welcome her to the show. She's been an entrepreneur at the age of 21, and she works so actively for women mental health, women menstruation, hygiene. And she's now a scientist in Australia, very well established, and is now bringing her first event. And the event, we're going to talk about this event and hear from her herself. Let's welcome her to the show.
Hi, Noni.
Hi,
Sat Sri
Nikita.
Akal. Namaste, and thank you so much, Icon Media, for having me.
It's a pleasure. We're delighted to have you. We did chat about it earlier, and it was about time to have you. I've seen your journey. I've spoken to you very briefly, but I've known that your journey has been very motivating personally for me. You hail from Chandigarh. You've made it big in Australia. You're now a woman scientist. It just feels very. I think I feel very proud already. Just knowing you briefly, I still feel very proud. I'm sure everyone around you is very proud. We're going to talk about the event that you're bringing to Melbourne. This is your first event by the company of Big Events, and it's the event's called Motivation Matters, and it's none other than Chetan Bhagat himself coming to Melbourne. So, first of all, how do you feel right now? Your journey in Australia, and then let's talk more about the event.
So it is as you've actually said everything, but it's really very exciting. I think my journey or a switch that every one of us has gone through from India to wherever places that we migrate is itself, we can't do unless we are motivated. And we always say that we need a push, to
Definitely.
get out of either negativities or get out of what we love to do. So
Yeah.
something that we all want to do in life. अगर आपको खाना बनाना अच्छा लगता है, if you have chef inside, no matter where you go, you will come home and cook
End
for
up
your.
making home food. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so
Yeah.
it's something that has always been in me. I've been working a lot for the community, but that's something that I love to do. It's nothing for profit, it's nothing for money, it's nothing to get back from the community, but it is the byproduct that you get immense support, immense love, and people just call you from different parts, and they just feel proud on you. So I think that's peace, and that's more.
That's very rewarding at the end
It
of the
is
day, I'm
very
sure.
rewarding. It's like Hanji, that's the best feeling.
I'm sure. So, a warm welcome to the show, a warm welcome to the event world in Australia, in Melbourne. This is your first event. I'm
Yeah.
excited for you. We did speak, like you mentioned, motivation. So, let's introduce Chetan Bhagat. I am sure everyone listening this right now already knows that, 5 point someone fame writer Chetan Bhagat, but there's so much more to him as a person. He has his journey, the stories he has told to the world is very personal. It's his life journey. Um and he's entertained the world. He's and also given a message at the same time, that not to be missed. So I want to ask you, first and foremost, let's begin. Why Chetan Bhagat, and how do you want to introduce it to the audience here?
So as you have mentioned, he is an author. He is, in fact, best-selling author. But apart from that, he is a person who has done everything. He
Yeah.
brings a lot of intellectualness to the table. He has proved himself by becoming ex-IITian. He did his MBA in IIM. So
Yeah.
everyone does it. That's not, different. But what's different is that he followed what he wanted to do. We all have
Yeah.
seen Three Idiots. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
and we all have seen two states. So I think,
Mm.
the journeys that he represented, he was the one who sat for 12 hours, um, to the producer in the office of the producer for Three Idiots, and
Yeah,
he was very lucky that it was raining in Bombay, and I think Raju had time to read the script, and he called and stuff happened. But I think he always, in fact, motivated me too, that you have to do something which is reality talk.
of
So
course.
Chetan
Yeah,
Bhagat speaks reality. He
yeah,
doesn't have different kind of businesses, or he doesn't coach businesses. He talks
yeah.
reality. He'll be here. He'll be talking about his journey. And my personal question will be, what happened after you got married to South of Indian female?
Yeah, the story we know, and she was an ex Ahmedabad herself, like an intelligent partner is herself.
Exactly.
Nobody knows what happened after. There's no movie or there's no novel after.
At the media
Yeah,
that what happened then, and about Three Idiots as well. So jokes apart, but I think his personality speaks real or reality life about passion, peace, and work. So there
definitely.
is a balance that a person represents, and I think we as millennials are very lucky that we have felt that.
Yes,
And
definitely.
we
And we've grown up watching the story, taken the messages, and Three Idiots has been one of my favorite stories. Like, forget alone the movie, the story itself.
Yeah.
It's so motivating in itself. So, congratulations on having him to come here
Congrats.
and, motivate all of us together. So,
Yeah.
that's
It's more
that.
fun. Mhm.
I just want to announce that the tickets are available on drytickets.com. Everybody watching this right now, this is how the poster looks like. It's happening at Crown Promenade in Melbourne. Everyone can check out the tickets. Um, what I wanted to also ask primarily before we show a small teaser of how is it looking, I want to ask who is this event for? Like like people like you and me who want to know more in life and want to be motivated, and who all can come? Like, just want to know, basic
That's a
audience.
beautiful question, Noni, and thank you for asking me that. So, of course, you and me, but what I mean, or I really want people to bring inspiration together.
Yeah,
The local inspirations are the ones who have come here and established themselves. They are
yeah,
now millionaires, they are now working great, they are even running their small scale businesses, gone through a lot of struggle, and they
right,
are the ones who have made the identity that we are using today. So I
right,
think those inspirations need to come together and inspire the next generation here, because
right.
cannot forget that the immigrants are still coming from our
Of
places
course.
that we have grown to.
Yeah, yeah.
So I really want that inspiration to be carried forward to the Gen Z or the next generation.
The woke generation.
Yeah, because I when I used to travel, and we all traveled in the trains, trams, struggling for hour, and I used to sleep as same way as other people have struggled
Yeah,
on the train. I used to remember I used to travel from Point Cook to Bandura, and it used to take me 2.5 hours one way, and
oh
that
my,
was my whole study time. That was my sleeping time, eating time. And I was very blessed that I was able to manage without getting my health disrupted. But
yeah.
once I used to see other people, I was like really demotivated at times
Oh
that,
my god. Yeah,
why they don't have something, why they're on phones every time, why,
yeah,
they're not talking to each other. That means
yeah.
we're not interested.
Yeah,
It was
and that's what they say. We're blinded by the light on the phones so much that we forget the
always,
reality sometimes. But it's
and
great, like the way you talk and
yeah.
conduct yourself. And I am very certain, like, I'm interrupting your thought here, but I'm very certain that, the whole thought of getting somebody who'd motivate all of us in itself is very ideal. And I wish you very best for the event. Here's a small teaser that I'd really like to play for the audience here.
जीने दो जीने दो ना 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 na 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 na. Give me some sunshine, give me some rain, give me another chance. I wanna grow up once again.
Awesome. This looks splendid. I'm very excited for you again. And I just want to, like we saw the teaser, there are a lot of students, and I just want to understand, can students come for this event? Like, do they want to, invest in something that would truly motivate them?
Yeah. So there are many students who have collaborated with us with Big Events, basically as volunteers or as interns. They're not much work to do since it's Crown Promenade, so it's handled by them. But
Yes.
it's more like to get them the feel of intellectual. And I'm telling you this, that for example, Icon Media, you people will be sitting there and
Yeah.
imagine the students who have just come here, since 6 months in
Yeah.
Australia, and they
Yeah.
would see that, oh, this person is from media, and
Yeah.
if that person is studying, MBA or something, how
Yeah.
inspiring or how proud
Yeah.
you would be that someone is idolizing you.
Of
So
course,
my
I'm myself the newest person. I call myself the newbie in Australia, but
but
if
you'll
I
be
can
very,
ever imagine to inspire anybody, I'll be really happy. So I understand the feeling that you want to give to people, that
yes,
even if they feel inspired by anything remotely closest to the event, it'll
yeah,
be life changing.
yes. And people forget usually. For example, if I have become a scientist, I worked at certain places, but all I'm grabbing is money.
Yeah,
I am grabbing learning.
yeah,
And I cannot forget, India from my heart. And
of
I
course.
am a person who will be like bringing gulab jamun to work and, have it. This is this.
Almost
This.
like me.
It's more like, you have to realize that westernization was our choice, but we
Yeah,
still are Indians, and coming
yeah,
together and representing ourselves in multicultural country
yeah,
is something that freedom is. And I really am into more like, collaborating, like where these people who have settled well can
yeah.
inspire the new generation, because we have a lot of plans to do highlights, post events for our
Right.
sponsors as well,
All
to
right.
make them feel proud on themselves that what they are.
I wish you all the best for that, Nikita. One inside scoop that we're gonna ask you is there anything else you want to announce about the event? So we all know that Chetan is gonna come and he's gonna talk, and
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of discussions around it.
yeah,
Anything or anyone else that we're
yeah.
expecting at the event?
There are a lot actually things added up to this event.
Yeah.
Will be the first Indian local community to tribute Shane Warne, the king of spin. His
Yes.
brother Jason Warne will be there to receive the tribute, and he'll be also the part of panel speaker.
Oh wow.
So you all will be happy that you all will be welcomed by Dr. Sarita and Manmeet ji. It's an Indian sitar and tabla fusion, so you
Wow.
will
Yeah.
experience a different vibe in
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. After the tribute, we'll have little performances, which will describe little multiculturalism of India. We
Oh
will have
wow. Yeah.
Bharatnatyam, we'll have Pangra, a little bit, a subtle kind, which is called Chumar. We have got, Gujarati Garba. We
Oh
got,
wow, it's gonna be musical and
yeah,
motivational evening. Oh
it is.
nice. Yes.
I know, because I'm a science student, so I know people need entertainment.
You need entertainment to grab attention for to focus as well. So I get it. You point well made.
Yeah, and we got networking breaks as well. So once you'll be there, you'll meet a lot of people, at the media wall, where we'll have little chats and you'll enjoy the arrival tea and coffee. Then we have networking breaks where you'll enjoy canopies and beverages. So it's more like to make people feel home.
Yeah.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, there'll be a surprise that Chetan Bhagat ji will be there. He'll have his speech, and I'm sure it will be not that long,
Yeah.
so that people listen. And then we'll have a little panel discussion and, the felicitation to the sponsors and to the deservings.
Oh wow, that's I
Yeah.
think you are bringing a community together in a very different and unique way, and I wish you all the very best for it, Nikita. Everybody watching this right now, uh, grab your tickets from drytickets.com. The event's on 15th of October. It's happening at Crown Conference Hall. And yeah, I think it was a pleasure having you, having a great chat with you, and like you said, I hope to be there for your event, and and wish you more successful events ahead. So
Thank
welcome. It's an
you.
official welcome to the event industry.
Thank you so much, Noni. I'm really glad that you, Kunal, and Manishi, they have come along and being such a support. And I think this is what, our community is, that if one person walks, I think the whole community comes together.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
We're all there for each other. Definitely. Thank you so much for coming on Namaste Australia and having this chat with us. We hope a great success for your event.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.